So, this is a story about me building a piece of furniture for my records, but also a story about me. Yeah, the who is this guy you're seeing right here? I tell you this because you should know straight off the bat that this will in no way be a tutorial on how to actually build furniture. You will see me build it, for sure, but you will most definitely think, is this guy a complete idiot at woodworking? And to answer that question, yes, I am. But I really like the creative process of making and creating stuff. Like, it's probably not the right way to do it, but it's my way of doing it. So, why even make this video, you might think? Well, this has to do with a lot of stuff. And to be completely honest, I didn't know that when I first started out. I just thought that this was a video about me building a piece of furniture for my records, but then things started happening. I had to express myself. I could either talk about the process of building this, but I quickly discovered that I had absolutely no clue what I was talking about. So instead, this turned into a stream of consciousness. So, to give you a bit of context, I want to introduce myself. I'm Christian, I'm 35 years old and I live in Denmark. See, for the past 11 years I've been running my own film production company with my best friend. 11 years of working with amazing brands, having fun, you know, a bit like the song Young, Wild and Free. You probably know it. But this adventure is now something from the past. My best friend got burned out. We grew up eventually. Not in a bad way, but in the right way. Not so young, not so wild, and not so free anymore. We both entered the chapter of adulthood with the biggest quest of all quests in life: becoming a dad. Long story short, priorities change and you're forced to reevaluate your whole damn life. So that's where I'm at. A one-man band, but something's changed. Before, we were a team, a company, but now, just me. And I find that both scary and exciting at the same time. Now, I have to do things my way, instead of doing it our way. And that my way is the big question for me. But why are you building that record furniture thing then? So that's a valid question. Why am I here fumbling with some wood instead of being behind a camera directing the next big commercial? Well, the simple answer, because I want to. You see, when you've spent over a decade turning other people's vision into reality, you start to wonder what your own vision looks like. It's kinda like being a chef who's never actually cooked for themselves. Sure, you know how to make a perfect soufflé, but do you know what your favorite meal is? That's where I'm at. I want to figure out my way of telling stories. For the past 11 years, the most common feedback I've gotten on my videos from clients is, it needs to be faster. Well, that's not gonna happen here. I wanna take things way down. So, here I am, trying to figure out what makes me tick. And what better way to start that journey by building a piece of furniture for my records? Records go slow, and so do I. Record slowly makes its way to the center, telling a story along the way. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't some deep metaphor about piecing my life back together or finding my inner carpenter. No, this is just me, Christian, a 35-year-old dad from Denmark trying to figure out how to express myself. As I stand here with a piece of sandpaper, I realize that this is as much about finding my own voice as it is about crafting something tangible. Each stroke of the sandpaper is kind of like a sentence in the story that I'm trying to tell. And like any story worth telling, it has its ups and downs, its moments of doubt and revelation.
Whoa! Fuck yeah!
You see, for years I've been shaping narratives for others, crafting stories that fit their vision and their brands. But this is about crafting my own narrative. My own little corner of the world where I can say, this is me. It's about authenticity, it's about being true to myself and the lessons learned along the way. In many ways, building this piece of furniture is a metaphor for my journey as a storyteller. Just like in filmmaking, you start with raw materials, a stack of ideas, a handful of tools and a vision. And then you dive in, not always knowing exactly where you're headed, but trusting the process and your instincts. My vision here was to tell a story that moves at its own pace, that takes its time to breathe and to reflect. More true to who I am. This project, this piece of furniture, is a reminder to myself that sometimes it's okay to slow down, to take a step back and reevaluate. It's a reminder that it's never too late to start something new, to try your hand at something different. And it's a reminder that the journey is just as important as the destination. When I started building this, I had no clue what this would actually mean to me. The process and the thoughts. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's a reflection of who I am and where I'm at in my life right now. And that's enough. In the end, this piece isn't just a place for my records. It's a symbol of my journey to find my voice. It's a reminder that even when things aren't perfect, they can still be meaningful. Thank you for being part of this process. It means more than you know.